Okay, so we have here a replay of a recent game submitted to me by a good friend named Gio. He is a tank player this game, and he's playing on Rialto, starting on defense. So I'm just here to look at his gameplay, see what his decision making is like, see what his comms might be like, perhaps if that is available. Just watch his ult usage, his team synergy, the engagements he takes, who he's targeting, if he's focus firing. So we're just going to go ahead and start this video and evaluate what he can improve on to increase his SR, which is hovering between silver and gold.
Incoming in 30 seconds. Ready for battle.
Okay, so
Three,
I need
two,
to...
1. Attackers
Which
incoming.
one are you? Pendragon.
Stop
So
the
three.
kill.
Let's pause this. Am I able to... Okay, I'll just manually... There we go.
Ready for bat. 3.
So we have a Sigma and a Zarya together, which isn't half bad, especially considering the rank he's playing at. The enemy is running Ball Rhyme. So let's go ahead and just analyze this team comps really quickly. So we have a Ryan Ball on the enemy team with double hit scan, a sniper, and McCree. And then the heals are Brigida and Moira. So they don't have a lot of shields. Your team comp should be able to bust down the Ryan's shield very easily if he's not aggressive. So you have an advantage there. You are running a Symmetra, which is kind of a throw if they're not careful. The enemy team's not running any flankers, so the turrets are pretty much useless, aside from maybe hindering the Wrecking Ball. Symmetra specializes in being played against double barrier, because her beam charges up on barriers for free without the cost of ammunition. So if she focus fires the Rhine shield and you give her the space, you might be able to pull this off, but that'll be difficult because McCree can stun her and Brigida can stun her as well, so she's really a bad pick here. Let's see. Soldier is probably going to suffer because McCree and Ashe, if they have the skill, are going to be a stronger pick than him in a dueling situation. Your healing composition is Mercy Moira. Theirs is Brigida Moira. So you have the ability to damage boost, which will be handy on the Sigma and the Soldier. It's okay, but the problem here is you're defending and you don't have a an off-support ultimate, like Sound Barrier or Transcendence. So when the time comes that they begin ulting on you, you're not going to have anything to save you, aside from Coalescence, which is probably not the best ult to do that with. Which puts you at a disadvantage. However, also I noticed that you don't really have anything that synergizes with Zarya's ult, so she's going to Graviton search them. And Coalescence is really the only ultimate you have that is going to pair well with that. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. So your Symmetra's countered, your Zarya has very little synergy, your Soldier is up against some hard opponents to beat, and your Mercy's not going to be able to save you from enemy ults. But and also if they decide to go aggressive on you with the Ball Rhine dive, or rush rather, you're going to struggle as a Sigma because you have very limited shields and you have to fight from range. So, but let's just have a look here and see how this goes. So immediately the Rhine charges, hits the Zarya.
Observe the barrier.
Your team's all over the place here. you're getting too close here. You're getting right up in that Rhine and Brigida's range, and also the Freeze flashbang. But strangely enough, they're not punishing you for it. See, I'm just wondering why you're fighting so close, because the characters that you're playing with don't need to be that close. You had a soldier who was best at fighting from range. You have a Zarya who can fight from range. Symmetra's beam is able to fight from a medium range as well. A little difficult to do, but it's possible. And then you also specialize in fighting from range. So, and you don't have any off supports that can peel and like a Lucio to boop away any enemies that get too close to you. You don't have a Brigida to stun them for you. You don't have a... Yeah. So you probably want to just distance yourself a little bit more there and just play more disciplined. I think you could have won if you kept your distance, and I think that's a big reason why you guys
that
lost that
wasn't
fight.
right at all.
Well, actually, Sombra's getting some kills here.
Heroes never die.
Okay, good. So the enemy support ulted, your Mercy ulted to counter that. You're focusing the target that's all by itself, that's good. But the problem is, you are the main tank, so you have left your team here. And this is like, this is a big debate. Because your team needs you in the front line shielding. And as juicy as a kill as Ashe is, if the Ashe dies, the enemy team can still fight. Like, she's not a necessary chess piece to this game in this situation. So when you see an off-angle target like that, you should call in comms, Sombra, focus on the Ashe on the right side, please, while you take your position in the front. The role of the main tank is to guide the team through the fights. Your job is to call when to engage, from what distance, and you call specifically who the DPS should kill if you see that target. In this case, it would be Ashe. But you have to stay on your position, which is just not happening right here. And you can see that in the results here. You're fighting her, you might win this, but the problem is your team is already dead.
Unfortunate.
And now you're gonna have to either hide or die here. Getting back to your team is gonna be difficult. And your team can't engage without you in the front too, so while you're back here goofing off, they're just like, So you see how this one decision, you chasing the Ashe, has perpetuated everything you've seen up till now in these past 20 seconds. You killed the Ashe, your team died. Your team is waiting to engage until you get back to them. You draw it out, and then you die, so now you have to wait another like 10 seconds to respawn. And then your team, once you're in front of them, can engage, which has wasted a ton of time. In fact, it looks like some of them are taking damage.
One-man apocalypse.
Okay, we switched off to the Roadhog. This is going to be difficult because you have no shield and they have double hit scan. Hit scans, the counter to hit scans is shields. So in this scenario, I would encourage shield tanks. Without shields, McCree can just hit Deadeye every 5 seconds. It's going to be rough. Okay, you managed to pick up the main tank. This is going to be a huge advantage, although you are in zone of control. But your Symmetra saves you with her ult. It's going to be difficult for you to do anything here without a barrier. Because their Hammond hit scan is shooting you, McCree's shooting you, Ashe is shooting you. So, see, now both of the hit scan ults are out. Nice pick, now you need retreat. Good, you're focusing the right target here. Good kill. So what you really want to do is try to hook that ball, because, yeah, there you go. He's your number one target. Also, without a shield, you can't block Rialto, which is a huge disadvantage as well. Got the res off, that's good. So now the enemy has a Junkrat, which is going to be hell for you guys. Because now you're in this tight space with no shield, so you're just gonna get picked. Moira ult comes out, but the problem is it's not done in response to an enemy ult, which means that when the enemy ults, you're not gonna have vision for it. Unless the Mercy has her shield, which she does not.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
That's from 1. 3 minutes and 27 seconds. That's pretty. That's not good.
Initiating match.
Anything above 2 minutes is gonna be bad.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
So now we're pushing with a Rhine and a Sigma. Okay, so this will counter the McCree, but Junkrat in an alleyway map like this with barriers, it's better than not having barriers, but it's going to be very hard for you. You have a Widowmaker. The enemy does have a shield though, but the Widowmaker does counter the Junkrat and the McCree. Once again, we're running the Symmetra on attack, which is an interesting choice. Debatably even worse than it was on defense. Nice, I like the Fire Strike.
This is my will.
Mercy's going to be a stronger pick here. Valkyrie is a very good pushing ultimate. Mercy has grown in strength under that. Okay, so now we're engaging a little too soon here. You need to let your team do its damage. Oh, do you have a lever? Oh no. Did they come back?
This is not over.
Oh, this is looking good. Nice charge. You're just gonna get battered without a 6-man. But you do have an ultimate. Let's see what you do here with this. We have the Coalescence. You need to push with this. Shield down. Nice. Oh, it didn't hit anything though. Yeah, so when Coalescence is up, like, Coalescence up, shield down. That's how that works. You run in. You are now the DPS, because with that Coalescence, the odds of them killing you, not that high.
It's hand. Wait for me.
We need a swing, bat about a swing, and more ults. If you're gonna go high ground, you need to make sure that your whole team goes high ground with you. Because up there, you're just kind of like not doing anything. Let's see, what are you up to? Symmetra's ulted, we need to take advantage of that somehow. Nice block. You have Fire Strike. That. I like the aggression from you. You're enabling Symmetra here as well. We have another Coalescence. Wow. So swing your hammer into those mines. Once again, your shield was up during Coalescence. Not so great. You can kill those mines with your hammer, just swing into them and hit you. Now that she's ulting, you need to tell your team back off, hide, take cover until it's over. You never want to push into a support ult like that. Ooh, that's a ballsy charge, dude.
30 seconds remaining.
So charging into this team comp is just not going to be a thing because McCrea's flashbang and Vegeta has stun, and also Junkrat traps are around on the map as well. Not to mention the Rhine can also countercharge.
10 seconds remaining.
It's hand.
And that looks like it's going to be the end of the game.
Victory.
Okay. Well, what we can take away from this game, make sure that you are not the one chasing kills. You're the main tank. You aren't the one who needs to leave the team and go get the kill. That's a huge debate. Make sure you're staying in the front of your team. Call when to back up. Call when to push forward. When the support ults, like with a Valkyrie or a Coalescence, you push in. If the enemy coalescences, you back up and take cover until it's over, then re-engage. That's the most efficient way to win your battles. As for your level of aggression, you just have to, in this meta, when tanks are a little weaker, you have to bear in mind how many CCs and stuns do they have and when is it safe for me to charge. Make sure to take a look at your team's synergies. If your Zarya is, if you're playing a Zarya, make sure to at least suggest to your DPS that we have an ult to synergize with that. If you're playing on defense, make sure to ask your support, one of your supports, to play either Lucio or Zenyatta to counteract enemy ults, especially if they're running a Genji. If they're running a Genji, you're definitely going to want a Transcendence or a Sound Barrier to save you. If the enemy's running hit scans, you want to run shields. If your enemy's running Symmetra and Junkrat, you want to run Roadhog and Zarya. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that this will be enough information to help you kind of improve and get to the next tier. So there you are.